Hi everybody and welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we are checking out Lethal Weapon 2. I am really excited for this movie. It's been a couple weeks since I watched the first one. You guys said that all of the Lethal Weapon movies are worth watching. Some of you didn't like some of them, but it was very mismatched. Everyone liked a different one for a different reason. So I'm very excited to get into Lethal Weapon 2 and eventually 3 and 4. My Lethal Weapon reactions are not going to be coming out on a weekly basis because I'm also doing school while making movie reactions and watching like Cobra Kai and stuff. I'm just gonna watch the Lethal Weapon movies when I have free time and then release them when I have free time after I edit them, you know? So it's not going to be a weekly thing. It's just going to be when I have free time and then I'll upload it, okay? If that makes sense. Sorry, it's not going to be a weekly thing. I hope that doesn't bum you out, you know? It would just be way too much work for me to do along with all my other scheduled reactions, my Patreon reactions, and then also schoolwork, and especially because it's midterms right now-ish. At the end of midterm season, I'm very busy with a lot of papers and assignments and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much if you understand, and I'm sorry that it bums you out. It bums me out too a little bit. I just want to watch all of these movies. Anyways, where we left off, Riggs and Rogers. I know Riggs' first name is Martin, but I'm gonna call him Riggs because that's a cooler name. So Riggs and Rogers, at the end of the first movie, they had Christmas dinner together. It was so awesome. He kind of came to terms with his wife's death, I think, at the end when he was at the grave, and he kind of realized that Roger is basically a family for him now, a family that he never knew he needed maybe, and a family that he never knew he had. And Rogers, while not accepting and kind of done with Riggs right at the start of the movie, at the end of the movie, they were like best buddies, and it was so awesome. So I'm very excited to see the relationship because the two actors, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, are really good together. Their chemistry is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about this movie. It's just absolutely amazing. And if you'd like to see extra content from me, you can go check out my Patreon. There I have uncut reactions to all my movie reactions, as well as early access reactions to my TV show reactions of Cobra Kai and all my movie reactions, as well as 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month only for you guys on Patreon. So thank you so much if you check it out, and let's get back to the video. Yeah, so before we start this movie, what do we have to do? The lighting. I'm very unsure about the lighting today, and I think I know what I'm gonna do. Let me just turn on my light first. Boop. Nice. Okay, so I'm thinking for my lighting today that I'm going to just go red again. I think I went red with my first Lethal Weapon reaction because the actual Lethal Weapon title was red, and then in the movie I was like, oh, I should have done it blue because the title card was blue. However, in this one, I think I'm going to do red. 1, to keep the same theme from the last movie, but 2, because the big 2 is in red on Lethal Weapon, and in the still image that my streaming service gives, Mel Gibson is wearing an epic, like a plaid red lumberjack shirt, sort of. So this red is not so much in honor of my last movie reaction and not so much to keep the same aesthetic as my last movie reaction, but in honor of Mel Gibson's amazing shirt. You know? Yeah, also today we have Huxley joining. She's asleep, as always. Always so bored of these movies for some reason. Find it a little rude, but don't tell her I said that. Anyways, let's start this movie. It's been a really long intro. I'm so sorry about that. But without further ado, Lethal Weapon 2. I wonder if this is a Christmas movie again. This whole franchise is just one big Christmas movie. Ah, there's the red. Okay, my lighting was good.
Shit! Get your goddamn foot off the pedal! You killing my goddamn cord! Yeah.
The movie has already started out on a great note. I can't believe... Is that a station wagon? I can't believe they're using that car as a police car. What the heck?
Red, we're going with the blue. What's the pursuit, sir?
It's Hank.
Pursuit, 20 William.
Breaking Bad Hank. Not the station wagon. His wife's station wagon.
You
I feel like a camper van always explodes in one of these movies, you know? Like not just a Lethal Weapon movie, but like in any action movie, a camper van will explode.
You're right.
Ooh! Ah, we got that saxophone back, like the music from the first movie. I love it.
I'd like to see your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make it. You know, that's not enough room. Sure, I'll make it. You're not gonna make it.
No, that's not true.
God damn it, you were right, you know. Yeah, there wasn't enough room.
Oh my god. I really like this movie already. Their relationship is exactly the same. It is beautiful. Maybe a little bit more friends with each other. He's a traitor. That cop is a traitor.
He is gone. God damn it, you were supposed to come on 3. I thought you meant 1, 2, 3, then go. No, on 3. We always gone 3. Oh, we know.
Roger going on 3 wouldn't have changed anything. He still would have been gone.
Holy Christ.
Just pick one up for yourself.
Suckers.
Did he like dislocate his arm or something?
It does. But not as much as when I put it back in.
I was about to say he still has to relocate it.
Well, if it isn't Mrs. Sigmund Fraud.
My door is always open, Sergeant.
Well,
I think that's gonna come in handy later, the dislocated shoulder. He's gonna need that for something. It's like the jujitsu from the last movie where he kept talking about it. That is definitely an important plot point that I'll be keeping in mind.
hey, she's gonna be making her television debut in a commercial.
That's actually a pretty big news.
This crowd, baby, you better not stink.
He put her photo in the desk too. Things he does not want to deal with right now. The gold coin, his daughter's sucky commercial. Probably sucky commercial.
Feel bad.
Yeah, this is the 2-car garage, and this is my hobby room upstairs. Come on, take a look at it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll retire.
Their dialogue is still snippy and witty, and I love it.
Color's fine. You're gonna mess it up.
I just want my baby to look good.
Then unplug it.
Hey, Nick, that
Oh,
Instead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's only my eye, man.
I wonder if that was an accidental slap.
Because caring means all the protection you can get.
Oh my god. A little awkward there.
home, out.
But sir,
George, I got a gun.
Riggs is having a laugh.
She was great. She looked beautiful.
Yeah, I liked it. She made me want to go out and buy rubbers right now.
That is not... maybe don't say that.
I'll give the boys some credit. You know, in one ear, out the rubber.
Oh my god. That was... That's pretty funny. Okay, the villains. Let's see the villains.
Hey.
Yeah, that's all. Good.
Dual focus shot here. That's pretty cool. I was gonna ask, why is there stuff on the ground? Why is there plastic sheets on the ground? Obviously that's why.
This yours.
What?
I found it in the wash.
Does he just... Hey, Pepsi! There's my Pepsi reference. Does he just live in this house? In Roger's house now?
I guess she waited at the restaurant for an hour before she decided to drive home alone.
No! So he totally blames himself.
Gold pen just lying there under the couch. I've been looking for it everywhere. I've been looking for it. Haven't seen it in 2 months. There.
Of course.
Identified her in the morgue and signed her out with my gold pen.
Gold pen.
He's so casual about it. The dog's back! Yes! You got a friend, Hux. You got a friend on the screen. Why are you barking? I'm stressed because the dog was barking. Don't like it. I didn't expect that. I mean, that really scared me. I thought he was gonna come from behind where the camera was out of focus. I didn't think he was gonna come from the front. Oh my god. I had a heart attack, I think, right there. You know what they're gonna do? Not back off.
No shitty accent.
Hey, wait, anything like what we were chasing the other night?
It sounded like South African, sort of. Not to say that's like a bad accent. It just kind of sounded... I thought it was Australian at first, but it didn't really sound... I don't know. It's either Australian or South African. That's what I think.
This is not a shit assignment. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And he's too old for it.
You're lucky. I have to live with that.
It's true. Oh my god.
Badge, don't do that again.
Okay, let me see a badge.
Shut up.
Okay,
Okay, let me see a badge.
I got it. I know all those routines.
You Leo Getz?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's me.
I know all of your routines.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. Okay, so what?
I recognize this actor.
Actually, I already have my stuff in this room. I mean, you know, when I... Okay, it's yours, okay? My stuff's gone.
This guy talks a lot. He's a very talkative person. Oh my god. Not the window. Okay, so they're not dead in a pool. Is this guy gonna be in the whole movie? I don't have a problem with him. He's pretty funny.
What are you doing?
Oh, just checking to see if I was standing on plastic.
This guy is smart. It's like his butler, but like number 2. He's a smart guy.
Am I an innovator? Am I a genius?
He's pretty good.
Come on.
You know, I might have to call him up. Does anyone know Leo's number?
Hey, Raj, where does Trish keep my laundry, man?
On the shelf at the back of the machine.
Oh.
Yeah, the shirt that my light is based off of. I was waiting for that shirt the whole movie. You don't even understand how excited I am right now to see it.
You killjoy. Oh, come on, we're back. We're bad. You're black. I'm mad. Come on, let's go.
Oh my god.
Are you smelling what I'm smelling?
Yeah, I smell something.
They can smell trouble.
Hey, where's the pool?
What you doing? There's no bloody pool here, man. There is
Of course
no
there's a pool. Do you think I'd
This
be here if
house
there
is
wasn't a
built
pool?
on stilts.
Stilts?
This house is on stilts. You think having a house on stilts is a smart idea? Planning my fortress of solitude right now. There's a high-speed chase, a tow truck, and a station wagon. Oh my god, he's actually on the truck. This is awesome. You know, if this guy would have checked his mirrors, he would have seen Riggs. Oh my god. He's hanging onto the front. That's actually insane. Someone is actually doing that. What the heck? I think Mel Gibson's actually doing that. I thought he was gonna get impaled by that. Like, just, like, head chopped off or something by the surfboard. What the heck? Oh, he did. Did he?
Put down your guns, gentlemen. It's all right. Do as I say.
How's he gonna get out of this one?
I'm Minister of Diplomatic Affairs for the South African Consulate.
Ah, they are South African. Who's a genius? I'm a genius. So he's an important person.
My dear officer, you could not even give me a parking ticket.
So a diplomatic officer is actually basically immune to the law? Is that actually a thing?
I'm sorry.
Love interest?
Give her back the briefcase.
Oh my god. This guy is a smart villain too. He knows his stuff.
Would you like to increase your pay and better hours?
They're in love with each other. They're in love.
It's beyond the law. We can't touch him, arrest him.
I don't understand this rule. I need someone to explain it to me, please.
I don't give a fuck.
What was that mean?
Hey, why is everybody's ass?
It's his mantra. What a mantra.
It's a rubber plant, Sarge. I had nothing to do with it.
Oh my god. That's kind of beautiful though, to be honest.
Particularly myself will always be targets for their harassment.
Ew.
Good night, Mr. Rudd.
This man is weird. I don't like him one bit.
Yo, let's go. Coming. Come on. I'm coming.
This station wagon is literally going to be just a steering wheel and the front seat by the end of this movie.
Oh, Leo, yes, okay, sure. I don't give a fuck. I'm not eating this tuna, okay?
Shut up.
I don't know. Some people could probably find Leo annoying because he talks a lot, and he's now part of the gang, of the Riggs and Rogers gang. But I really like him. I kind of like that style of humor. It's just the fast-paced talking humor. You can't arrest him for that either, for endangering the lives of people. Apartheid. What is that? What are they protesting for? Sanctions now? The best part about Riggs saying hi to the camera is that he doesn't actually know if the villain guy, I forget his name, is actually looking at it. So in theory, he could just be going, it's a no one.
I haven't heard from him. He doesn't answer his phone.
Okay, I'll be right there.
They did say that they... Oh no. I'm so scared. They said that the threat didn't work. Oh no.
Rog?
In here.
I feel like it's gonna be a psych out, right? It's gotta be a psych out. What happened? They take his kids?
Gone for Mexico. When I glanced over.
Oh no. Boom, you're dead.
Yeah, my legs are so goddamn numb. I don't know if I can eat.
Don't.
Don't move. I love that line delivery.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so smart.
Let's try to keep this quiet, okay?
This movie's been very embarrassing for Rogers so far. I love how Riggs was like, we better call the bomb squad. And I feel like, yes, you should call the bomb squad, but he also wants the bomb squad because he knows it'll cause a fuss and he knows it will embarrass Roger. And I love that.
You too, Riggs.
No.
Riggs. Out.
Aww, he doesn't want to leave his partner behind.
Stick around here and help him.
All right, you better wear this.
Yeah.
My dog needs to go outside. One sec. You wanted to go? Such a good girl, hey?
Is spraying this thing with liquid nitrogen. That should give you a good second or two.
They did. What am I trying to say? They did this and Lost as well, so I know it's accurate. You know? If it worked in Lost, it works in anything.
Why didn't they plant the bomb in Trisha's stove?
Think of all the needless suffering could have ended right there.
All the needless suffering. Oh my god.
Guys like you don't die on toilets. Anyway, I'm here and I'm not planning on going just now.
Oh my god.
Let's do it.
Okay.
That's such a good line from this character, especially.
Wait.
What?
Do we do it on 3 or?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
What?
Mart.
What?
Say it. Oh. I got chills. Was that the station wagon again? Did it get hit again?
Because you're black.
You are. He is.
You are. He's like, oh, I am?
South Africa. To join up with my oppressed brothers. To take up the struggle against the tyranny of the...
I don't know much about South African history. I know that they were very late for like rights for black people and stuff like that, I feel like. But if someone would like to let me know in the comments, that would be very nice and helpful. I'd really appreciate it, and I'd love to read what was happening in South Africa at this time. Everyone's cheering him.
Why, don't bother to call the police. I'm here already. It's the master race.
He just said that? What?
Because if you stick around here, I'm gonna fuck your ass. I'm gonna send you home with your balls in a sling. You got that?
I'd be scared if someone said that to me.
Hey, Mom!
Not the fish! Not the fish! This is the second movie in a week that I watched where the fish die. The first one was Total Recall, and the fish die, and this, oh my god. What is it with cruelty towards fish?
Another Nazi's got a date with her on Thursday.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
This movie has a lot to do with, like, I guess oppression. They use Aryan a lot. They've referenced Hitler now. They've referenced his wife, Nazis. There's a lot of subtle messages in this movie. The station wagon again. This is such a funny running gag.
You really want to pick her in the bottom of the pile. They put the old stock on top.
I think that is true, actually. You need to sell your old stock, so you put it on top.
I forgot your first name.
It's Rika.
Rika Van.
Rika, Leo, and Arjun. New characters.
Hey, what are you doing?
Come on, let's get out of here before somebody does call a cop.
Okay, that grocery worker is not getting paid enough for you to be doing that. I'm sorry, that was a little bit rude. I mean, that's Rig's character, though, so, I mean, I'm not gonna let it slide, but I'll be angry for the grocery worker.
Then whatever he's doing, he shouldn't get away with it.
Yes! Lady on the inside.
Tell me something, Waller. Have your brains ever seen the light of day?
Who are you?
Have your brains ever seen the light of day?
You were a cop, Waller.
What did they shoot him with? What?
Ow!
Sorry.
Low ceiling there, buddy. Might want to fix it a little bit so you can actually do that next time. I don't know. What? The heck? He has his own bedroom. That's awesome.
I'm out.
Do I get another one? Put some music on. Do I get another one?
What?
Give me Riggs.
I don't think Roger's dead because he's a main character, but those ones playing poker and Hank and stuff, they're dead. They're so dead.
That's a baseball expression.
I know.
She knows baseball?
Batter her up.
I thought Roger was doing the crutches though, like on the roof. What? That's why I was like, what? Why? What? I'm so confused now. Who was the guy on the crutches on the ceiling doing the crunches? Oh no. Making Joe stay in the car, or not Joe. Why do I think his name is Joe? Leo. Making Leo stay in the car this time was stupid.
Leo, I thought I told you to stay in the car. Shit.
Yeah, his poor house and his car. His house gets trashed in the last movie and this movie. Yeah, nail gun him. Oh my god. Imagine getting nail gunned to death. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. That always happens. Never trust clear plastic for walls. Never trust clear plastic walls.
God, Leo.
I love how he said my car first. The car is more important to him. That was amazing. Yes. Warn him. Oh no.
Come on, get up, get dressed. Get dressed.
You don't have time to get dressed. You just have to go naked. You just have to go. It's like skinny dipping, but on land. You just have to go. How did she get dressed so quickly? How did he get dressed so quickly? You can't leave through the front door. You have to go through the dog door.
I'm all right. I'll be okay. I'll meet you in the truck. Go on, go on. Stay in the truck. Stay.
What's he doing? What's his plan? The music is so good right now. It's unbelievably good. He said wait for them to reload. He's literally shooting right now. Are you dumb? Oh. The helicopter behind you. Oh. Why did I think he could hear me there? What the heck?
You tell me. I don't know. Was it jazz? But what? What are you doing Saturday?
What are you doing Saturday? What a good first date, hey?
Tomorrow night. And the night after that.
And that's it.
Hey, don't push your luck.
Yeah, see, I was right. 3 nights, that's all you get, bud. Then you're out of here. New man comes in.
Yourself.
Okay. I gotta go.
Oh man, I think she's going to die. I think she's going to die. This makes me upset. Where's the dog? Good. Oh, he can get out of that. He's gonna dislocate his shoulder to get out of it. Easy. This is where the shoulder is gonna come in.
Can't imagine the surprise. I pulled back this matted mop of blood-soaked hair to see this woman's face. Your wife, right?
What the heck? She didn't die straight away? Oh my god, I want to see this guy burn. Okay, so he did it in about 4 minutes last time. No, he had 5 minutes. He was down to the last 8 seconds. Can you do it in less time now? What? I cannot believe they killed her so fast. I said that I thought that she was going to die. I thought it was... Or I thought she was going to be killed on screen at least. He's lost 2 of the 3 people he loves most. No, 2 of the 4. His wife, her, and the only 2 people left alive is Roger and his dog.
I got Rick.
Riggs, don't hang up. Riggs.
This, you know, this doesn't even feel rash for Riggs. This feels very much like his character, especially with everything that he just learned. Yeah, not a police tonight either, Roger, are you? Ooh. This is some good stealth music. You know, those stilts are definitely being destroyed though. Like, cut off, exploded, something. The house is falling though, for sure. That has to. Oh my god. What did I say? I could have written this movie or something. Someone's gotta be still alive, right? The guy? The main villain guy? Not the old man, not Arjun. Boulevard in Hamburg. They almost have hamburger. It's almost hamburger.
Fucking drug money.
So what? Do something good with it. Red's not gonna need it. Know where he's going.
Take like one. One bill. He's debating it. He's debating it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please make them drive out in the air. All their money is gone too.
How we get the hell out of here, huh?
Well, I'm going this way.
I'll go this.
Where did they get the ropes from? Were they just in the crate? Roger in these situations is very funny to me because he feels so out of his depth all the time. Ow!
Shit.
What did I say? Out of his depth, eh? That shot is beautiful. Oh, the knife's still in his leg. It pains me. Ah. Oh my god. He's gonna kill him too. Oh, no, he didn't. Good for him. That was kind of awesome. That felt like the final fight. The old guy doesn't feel like he's gonna put up much of a fight.
Diplomatic community.
He's not a cop today. Yes!
Just been revoked.
What a line! I've heard that before. Oh my god. What a kill line. It's just been revoked. The music doesn't feel that sad though. So I mean, there's 2 more movies as well. So obviously with that knowledge, I know he's going to be okay. Unless the 2 next movies are just flashback movies. Imagine.
Dead until I tell you. You got that? You got that, Riggs? You're not dead until I tell you.
You're not dead until I tell you.
I thought you were dying here in my arms.
Come on, no, man. I didn't die in your toilet. I'm not gonna die in your arms. So sure.
Don't make me laugh.
Oh my god. Hey, Shane Black wrote the story for this one again. Or unless the story by just means like characters and world and stuff, you know? That was really good. That was way better than I thought it was going to be. I'll explain more in my review of the movie, but way better than I thought it was going to be. Also interesting that all the credits are at the end of the movie, and there weren't very many credits at... Oh, it was Joe Pesci was Leo. I knew I recognized him. Just forgot his name. Sorry about that. Anyways, the credits are at the end of the movie, and I know in a lot of older movies, all the credits were at the start of the movie, or a majority of them were, and then at some point in history, the credits came at the end of the movie. So it's interesting how in the first movie, the credits were at the start, and in this movie, the credits are at the end. Don't really know why that's just interesting for me, but it is. And that was my reaction to Lethal Weapon 2. That movie was so much fun, and I am not gonna lie to you guys. I think I may have enjoyed this movie just as much as the original. I don't know if I enjoyed it more than the original, but I think it was definitely just as amazing for me. It was, I don't know. This movie, Lethal Weapon 2 and the first Lethal Weapon, I feel like are on the exact same boat for me as for enjoyableness. I didn't think I was going to like this movie as much as I did. Usually, whenever I look at these sequels to fantastic movies, I get really nervous because a lot of the times, as everyone knows, sequels aren't really as good as originals, and there's not a lot of sequels that are on par with originals. The only ones I can think of are, I mean, Lord of the Rings, obviously that trilogy, beautiful. Alien and Aliens, which are amazing movies. Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, amazing. But those are kind of the big ones that come to my mind when I think a great sequel that lives up to, or maybe even sometimes exceeds, the original. Lethal Weapon for me, Lethal Weapon 2 at least, is part of that rare sequel lineage of movies now. For me, in my opinion. This movie blew me out of the water. The comedy was amazing. The action was amazing. I think the action was a little bit under the action of the first movie for me in terms of enjoyment. The action was less grand. There was no helicopter chase or anything. There were helicopter scenes, but there was no like crazy helicopter chase. So I think I like the first movie a little bit better, but this one is very, very close. The character work in this movie was great. The score was fantastic. The writing was amazing. They just really did a good job with this movie, and you could tell that this movie was not made as a cash grab. Obviously, with the success, I feel like there was definitely a great success with the first movie. Great success! If my little Borat reference there. Yeah, but with success from the first movie, I feel like obviously a second movie would have been made. And I'm very happy that they didn't just go the route of, let's just make a standard action movie with the two same characters just to make more money, make a profit off of this franchise. Let's just milk the franchise. They actually put a lot of care into this movie, and you could really see the care through the character work in this movie. The characters felt so deep, just like the original movie. Both Riggs and Roger especially felt like such three-dimensional real life human beings, and the challenges they faced in these movies felt real, but it also felt like it was building off of the first movie. It didn't feel like they were kind of different characters in a way, or the challenges they were facing maybe wouldn't have made sense in the first one. It definitely felt like such a good sequel because everything, all the hardships that they faced in the first one that they never overcame, they had to sort of overcome in this one, and some of them still aren't even resolved. Just such a good movie, such good writing, and you could really tell that people actually cared about this franchise and to actually make a really well done, well crafted action movie with heart. So I'm really glad that happened. Now to actually get into the movie. The soundtrack, first of all, was fantastic. They brought back that jazz music that I loved from the first one. That saxophone, the guitar, all that stuff. It really kind of sets this movie apart from me. If I watched this movie with maybe no sound, it would kind of just be like a normal action movie at least. And then when the sound kicks in, the soundtrack really makes the movie feel like its own thing because it's so unique and different for this genre of movie. Usually you get these big boom, boom, action set piece action music. But this, it's like smooth jazz, cool jazz with a little like for like a I don't know what that snare drum or something, is that what it's called, for like the stealth music. Really, there was definitely some Boam music, not really Boam music, but more stereotypical action music. But for the most part, that jazz music, I love it. So good. And again, the composer for this movie, or maybe multiple composers because there's very different genres of music, did a phenomenal job. Props to them. I will be looking for this soundtrack on Apple Music, and I will be trying to download it, and I will be listening to it while I pretend to sneak around someone's house to blow it up. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do the blow up part, but maybe I'll try to sneak around my house with this little like snare drum saxophone, sexy saxophone in the background. That would be beautiful. That would be such a fun time. What am I even saying? Anyways, the story in this movie was really good. There are definitely moments of the story that I predicted, such as when he could dislocate his shoulder. I knew immediately, as soon as he dislocated his shoulder at the start, that at some point in this movie he was going to be bound and he was going to break free by dislocating his shoulder. But that's not a fault on the story. That is something that I feel like they want you to pick up on. Like, why would you put that in the script unless you want someone to pick up on that? And obviously, if he just does that in the water and you didn't know about it, then you would be like, what the heck, he can do that? So they have to set it up. But it's one of those things that if you watch movies a lot of times, then you pick up on these little things that are like, it seems anything that feels unimportant will actually be important, especially if there's a whole scene centered around this one action, and they centered the whole scene around him being able to dislocate his shoulder. So I was definitely able to predict it, that he was going to escape. And also I didn't feel very much tension between not between Martin and Roger, sorry, with Riggs and Roger, because I know there's a Lethal Weapon 3 and a Lethal Weapon 4. So when Riggs gets shot at the end, I was not concerned that he was going to die. For a second, I was like, oh, maybe those movies could be like prequel movies, but then I was pretty sure that Joe Pesci, is that how you say his last name? Pesci? I'm pretty sure Joe Pesci is in the third and fourth movie. You guys said in the comments. So I was like, oh, no, never mind. If Joe Pesci's in it, this second one's when they met him, so they obviously have to be after. So I didn't feel very much tension towards them getting hurt. Maybe getting hurt, but not dying at least. I knew they weren't going to die, so I kind of got to breathe. And I was the same way in the first movie as well. I'll only feel tension in the fourth movie when the stakes are high, because I don't know if they make it out, because it's the last movie in the franchise. So yeah, not knowing that there are other movies definitely kind of brings down the tension, but I try to forget about it when I watch the movie. But sometimes it is hard to forget about, like, it's just always in the back of your mind, even if you don't want it to be. So that kind of sucks. But that's not a fault of this movie by any means. That's just me watching these movies way later after they were released. But oh my god, this movie had some twists when his girlfriend, was it Rika? Yeah, when his girlfriend Rika died, I knew she was gonna die, because it was so happy. That moment with him and her alone at her house was so happy. I thought she was gonna get shot there and then. And I'm pretty sure I said in my reaction that I thought she was gonna die. And moments later, she did die. But she didn't even die on screen. She died off screen. So that was so surprising. When he saw her body in the ocean, I did not expect it at all. I didn't think that she was gonna be in the ocean. I thought that she was going to use her as leverage or something and then kill her. But yeah, that twist was really good, and it felt earned too. It could definitely have felt very tacked on, very cheesy, and some people may think that. But for me, I really liked the twist, especially because I thought she was going to die. So I was happy that, I wasn't happy that she died, because I really liked her character and I really liked her with Riggs. But I thought that it really added emphasis to the ending, and it really made the ending make sense, because you could understand Riggs's frustration, his anger, and his rashness when it came to what he was doing at the end of the movie. So yeah, it made sense. Also the twist with the villain, what's his face, Adolf, killing his wife, that was pretty good. Yeah, I say that's a pretty good twist. But then I wonder if Riggs still blames himself for his wife's death. He probably still will, because I thought that in the last movie he had forgiven. Actually, no, I don't think he had forgiven himself in the last movie. In the last movie, he had come to terms with her death. In this movie, it was about forgiving himself. That it came up a lot about him and his wife. There was a few conversations about it. So I feel like this movie was more forgiving himself. But then when that happened, how much more guilty do you think he's going to feel in the next movie if they continue this storyline, continue these same characters and build on them? Man, he is going to have a lot to work through. The two people he's loved in his life have both gone. So that is a really interesting thing for a character to have, and I'm very excited to see what they do with that. Another thing that I was really unsure about was the stuff that was happening in South Africa at the time. If you guys could actually let me know in the comments down below. I might try and do a little research on it myself, because I'm just very unsure about what was happening in actual history in South Africa at this time. I don't know why I don't know it. I just don't know what happened. So yeah, I would be really interested to find out what actually was happening, and if these protests were for an actual event that was happening at the time as some sort of like context within the movie, or like reference to the real world sort of thing. But this movie was also talking a lot about kind of oppression. They reference like Hitler, they reference the Nazis, they reference Hitler's wife, they referenced oppression and like being black and stuff like that in a community. I don't know, there were a lot of subtle little instances that reference these things. People, Mel Gibson's character Riggs calling the main guy Arjun, calling him Aryan instead, and then also saying like, oh look, the master race is here, or something like that. Like there were a lot of little subtle hints at that, and I don't know if that was like prodding at South Africa at the time and being like what are you doing, like give these people rights, or if it was actual like world context, like we are very oppressive, and white people still think that they are the top of the food chain. So I don't know, I thought that was some pretty cool social commentary, but I would like to rewatch this movie and kind of go into more in-depth reviews who people or and analyses of this movie to kind of work out if these messages actually have more substance than maybe the movie lets on. But yeah, interesting stuff, hey? Now for the cast. The cast was phenomenal, as usual. I'm going to start with Joe Pesci in this one, because I think he might have been the most controversial aspect of this movie. I really liked his character. I thought Leo was really funny. I liked that style of comedy, that fast-paced, fast-talking character. I don't know why, I just like those characters in the movie, especially contrasted to both Roger and Riggs's characters, who are very... Riggs is more talkative than Roger, but they are definitely less talkative than Joe, like a lot less. So Leo talking was, I don't know, it was just really funny to me. I really liked his character. At the start, I was like, is this really going to work for the whole movie? It did. They didn't overuse him. He was in just the right amount of scenes. I think if he was in more scenes, I would have started to get annoyed with him and his character. But I'm glad that they gave Riggs and Roger their own space. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. I'm glad that they gave Riggs and Roger their own space in this movie, and they didn't make Leo a part of the main cast. I thought that's maybe what they were going for, so I'm glad that they didn't do that. But overall, I really liked Joe Pesci's performance. He was super funny. He had really good line delivery. That's kind of all I have to say. He was just super funny and had good line delivery. That's what you want from the comedic character. That's kind of his substance in the movie, right? Oh, Danny Glover. Roger is so good. I feel like he was in this movie less than he was in the first one. I think this movie was definitely more of Riggs's movie than Roger's movie, but Danny Glover did a fantastic job as Roger again. His chemistry with Mel Gibson is off the chart. I don't think I have seen such a good pairing in a movie in a long time. I can't even think of such a good pairing off the top of my head. Let me know down below if you can think of another amazing pairing like them. But their lines back and forth, their deliveries, their timing with the deliveries is phenomenal. And I feel like they kind of ad-lib, or what do you call it? Interpret starts with an I. You know that word that starts with an I that you kind of make up lines, right? I totally forget the word right now. It's gone from my head, but they do that. I feel like they do that, especially Mel Gibson's character. But Roger, he's really good. He definitely felt less serious in this movie. He was still the more serious one out of the two cops, but he definitely felt less serious in this one because I think Riggs has rubbed off on him a little bit. I don't think he had too much character development, at least not as much as Riggs's character development in this one, but he definitely became less of a stuck up cop, if you know what I mean. At the start of this movie, he was like, you can't take this, it's evidence, blah 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 blah, and then at the end of the movie, he puts down the badge, he shoots the diplomat. It's been revoked. Such a good final kill line, so good. I wanted to just like clap and cheer and give him a hug for saying beautiful line. He did a great job. Mel Gibson as Riggs, great character. He's like Riggs and Roger, they're both equally my favorite characters. Riggs has some amazing lines though. He's so funny, and Mel Gibson delivers them so well, these lines. His timing again with Roger, with Danny Glover, is phenomenal, and Mel Gibson's emotional scenes are amazing. The scene in the bathroom, I want to talk about the scene in the bathroom. That was my favorite scene, when Roger was stuck on the toilet and Riggs was trying to help him up, and both actors, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson's acting in that one scene alone, it's sold so many emotions by saying almost no words. It was very subtle, and it was just face acting, sweat beating down their face, their eyes squinting and stuff like that. And you could see so many different emotions. You could see the love that they each had for each other. You could see how scared Roger was, how scared Riggs was that maybe he was about to die and lose Roger, but he also wanted to act confident and tough in front of his friend who was scared. I don't know, it gave me chills, and it was such a good scene, and Mel Gibson in this movie did a great job. He's so good with the emotional stuff, and he's super, super good with the funny stuff. And I never even thought of Mel Gibson as a comedic actor until I watched these movies, and he kills it. He kills it. My review's been going on for a really long time, so I'm not going to talk about any other actors. They were all kind of background roles. I really like Patsy Kensit as Rika. I thought she was a great character. I knew she was going to die, though. She didn't add herself too much to the table. She definitely added a lot to Riggs's character development, but she didn't. Her character herself wasn't that fleshed out, if you know what I mean. Besides that, I loved a lot about this movie. There was very few things that I did not like about it. I loved it almost as much as the first one. The first one had the helicopter chase though in the desert, so obviously still on top. This one is very close number 2. Besides that, thank you so much for watching, and thank you to these beautiful, beautiful people right here for supporting me on Patreon. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, head over there and check it out. We got a lot of good stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my reaction, and if you made it this far into my review, thank you so much for listening. It means a lot for you to be listening this far into my review. We're like 20 minutes in now. I'm so sorry it's been so long. If you made it this far, you're probably tired of hearing my voice, so I will leave you be. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time for my next movie reaction.